And this is of course a basic topic and most of you might be familiar. So if you like this tutorial, do like, share and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content on Flutter. In this vlog, we are going to deal with the implementation of mutable and immutable list view in Flutter programming. So most of you might be familiar with this particular topic of mutable and immutable data, and in this part of the tutorial we'll clearly try to demonstrate with an example like how these two are differentiated in terms of their usage. So instead of writing the complete code, let's make use of the template which we have created in this part of the tutorial, and the link I am been providing in the description section as well. You can check out it. And here let's try to remove the constant implementation and try to declare a list view over here. Yes, so quickly I'm going to specify a list view of type string here, and this particular list will have some predefined values, and here I'm going to specify those predefined values. So these are four predefined values which I am trying to specify in this list here, and in this particular text button I am going to display list here, and I'm going to create a similar text button, and before to that I'm going to consider a column, and in this particular column I'm going to add two more buttons. The first button will do like add element to list, and here remove element from list. Okay, so quickly, as we are using a stateless widget, let's try to convert it into a stateful widget. Let's try to create a stateful widget so that we can make use of the state changes that are going to happen when we are trying to add or remove elements here. So set state here, and also here I'm going to specify set state, and in this particular set state let's try to add element here, and I'm going to add some element here, and also the same I'm going to remove the element here. So whenever you're trying to remove an element, most of you might use list dot remove here, but this won't work. And if you see why this won't work here, you can clearly see it's a boolean remove, and we are not able to pass a index value here. So what you need to do here is like you need to make use of remove at, and this will consider an int value here. So you can specify an int value and then you can remove here. And now let us try to print the list. So list here, and now let us try to run this particular code on simulator and try to check this quickly like how this thing works. And here, if you are considering this list here, this is a mutable list, like you can add the values, remove the values and update accordingly. And the next thing we are going to see is an immutable list view, and it's again an easy way to convert a mutable list view into an immutable list view. So first of all, try to run this particular code and check the output once. And here we have got a few buttons over here which we have just created, and when you tap on add element to list, first of all let us try to display the list here, and this is what the list which we have specified here. Okay, and now let's try to add element to the list and then try to display list again. And this is what the element we have added here. So this works well here, like we are able to add append. And now let's try to remove the element here and then again try to display the list here, and you can see the value at the second position is being removed and the remaining values are pushed to the respective positions. And now let's try to make this mutable list like an immutable here. So now let us add constant here that makes our list an immutable one now. And let's try to observe here, we are trying to add and remove items, and let's try to rerun the code and check whether this works or not. So first of all, display the list, and we again got the list because we rerun the program, so everything is being removed and the basic list which we have specified statically is being printed. And when you try to add an element, we got an error here. So previously we were able to add a element into the list, and now you can clearly see cannot add to an unmodifiable list here. And let us try to clear this and quickly try to remove an element. Again the same thing, unsupported operation cannot remove from an unmodifiable list. So this is how quickly we can describe like how a mutable list and immutable list works in programming, and this is for Flutter application we are looking for. And in the next tutorial, we'll try to see another way of immutable list view, and there I will also try to show you the basic differences of immutable and the next list view, which it is called like unmodifiable list view. So what is the difference between immutable list view and unmodifiable list view? So that we'll be covering up in the next tutorial. And so for that particular tutorial, this tutorial act like a basic which you need to know before getting started to that particular tutorial. So I hope you found this tutorial interesting, and this is of course a basic topic and most of you might be familiar. So if you like this tutorial, do like, share and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content on Flutter.